Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of September 2022, and I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer, what's going on? Okay. The overall energy for the reading, the Fool. This is exactly the sense that you gave me throughout the reading. This whole confident vibe, and it's not even about confidence. It's about trusting, basically. But you are starting. Your start point is confidence, and then kind of just taking life like open-heartedly, and arms wide open, and kind of like, let's go, let's do this. With the sense of trust overall and confidence behind that. So I kind of like these energies that are lining up here for you. Starting off the reading, you get the Temperance card crossed by the Seven of Cups. You're being really patient about something. It almost looks like you're being patient for things to fall in their place, for everything to kind of fall in its place. Kind of looking like that, where you're kind of looking at options, choices, all sorts of things, and you don't even have to choose. You're kind of letting things align in the way that they may. In your focus here, really stepping into your power here. Really stepping it up big time. In the recent past, you started opening up your heart a little more. In your strength, love. Love is showing up here. Possibly love with another. In the immediate future, a little bit of elbow kicking, kind of like, like everything is going perfect, everything's, kind of growing and happening, and then I have to have my tantrum moment about it, not much, but the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the supportive energy, the Moon, we're not at the surrounding energy, the supportive energy. I don't know what this is. It's Juno. I don't know what this is. Because I'm not supposed to know yet. You're hiding something here in your energy. Or someone is. So we'll see what that is. We'll come back to it. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it. Happiness. 10 of Cups. There's happiness here that you're either trying to achieve, or 2 of Cups is here though, so I don't know. I think you have something going on when it comes to your heart, the love that you're giving, the direction in which you're giving love. In your hopes and fears, King of Pentacles, gaining a sense of stability, security within yourself and for whatever surrounds you there. In the potential outcome, the 2 of Swords. A little bit of confusion, a little bit of a sense of feeling stuck. My nose is itching like crazy. Let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Fool. The Temperance card, the King of Swords, the 8 of Cups. That's interesting. Because all of these energies cannot be attained unless your heart is open, and you're showing me forgetting about your heart at times, forgetting to involve your heart at times in what's going on in the process. Not all the time, but you have the tendency to kind of get used to a certain energy, to a growth point in your energy, and then kind of stagnating at a mind level because you forget about your heart there. That could be the place in which you think you're stuck at times. because it feels like there's progress on your side in terms of your own growth, in terms of your own healing, and then you hit that snag place, that pause, that what's going on? Like, where's the growth at? Is it happening? Am I done? Is this healing? Is this what it's about? Oh, then I'm done. No, there's got to be more to it. You know, there's that place for you. That's the place in which you actually disconnect from your heart. You forget you have one. But that heart of yours is what brought you to that place, and it's what's going to continue to take you beyond that place if you allow it to. You forget. You become more involved in physical stuff, you know? Because again, when the energy is growing and when you're growing, you're going to attract all sorts of good stuff. And it's going to feel good, and you're going to play with those stuff, and all sorts of other stuff is going to happen. But then you kind of get into getting comfortable there. And that's the place in which you forget about your heart. That should be constantly open. I know it sounds like Mission Impossible, but it's not. It's a muscle. It needs training. You know? Let's do the Temperance card. For the Temperance card, you get the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups. Now that's a heart being fully open there. And as I said, for these energies to be where they're at, you need that. And you got it with you. Now don't think that when you disconnect from your heart, you do it completely and you forget. No, you have the tendency to get comfortable without it, you know, without its assistance. And then at some point when you get too comfortable, that's the place where you might forget, or not forget, you close off, you know, emotionally. And you need that for this growth. For now, you're looking like, yeah, you know, I've learned how to do that. I've learned how to stay in that place and take it with me because it's mine, it's my heart. And it feels good, you know. Took a while, took a minute there, but it feels good. Because that's the place from which you kind of let things fall into place. You don't have to, you know, you're kind of like, okay, let's see where things get put in my life. And we'll go from there. Not where I want to put things in my life, you know, by trying to, you see that something fits in here and you're like, no, even though you fit in here, I'm going to put you here because Because we try to get control over things, but you know, it's not working out a lot of the times. For the Seven of Cups, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're learning, you're practicing this, allowing things to fall into place. I feel like that's what you're practicing currently. I feel like at times it's kind of difficult, but it's like, let's practice how to stand back instead of trying to involve ourselves in the universal law of things falling into place. Let's do the Emperor in your focus, the Justice card, the Three of Cups, the Two of Wands. You got something going on here with love, and don't you tell me you don't have it, because you do. But it is an energy that looks like it's looking for something fresh, almost like a sense of restoration, almost like if something's been broken there, it needs fixing. But if not, it could use a boost, you know, and you're kind of waiting for that here to happen, to come in with this fresh energy, this love that somehow is here. Somehow it's here attached to you. Let's do the Two of Cups in your strength. Oh, Queen of Wands, the Moon, the Ten of Swords. So how do you want this love to come through with a fresh energy if you hold it in the same fear? The same fear that you've been carrying around love for a very, very long time. And that fear is that it's not going to happen. I want something very fresh in this. I want something very intense and big. And But I don't think it's gonna happen. That's the fear. And that usually creates the scenario in such a way where it's not gonna happen. Believe it or not, us carrying those little fears in there and those little, it's gonna make it not happen. So that's where you gotta go to the fear and have a little talk with your fear. Let's do the 7 of Wands in the immediate future. 5 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. What is this? Something is kind of disturbing the peace here. I'm not sure what. I see it as an energy coming from the outside rather than you creating it. There's a little part in you that's contributing to this, but for the most part, it's an energy that's coming from the outside. There could be a little bit of attraction on your side of this energy, even though you don't want to. But it's disturbing the peace here for you. I don't know exactly in what area of your life, but I do get a sense of conflict, a little bit of sense of almost like chaos in the way the energies show up, almost like gossip or, you know, some interference from the outside that's trying to stir things up here. And I mean, you're looking like you're trying to block it. Let's do the moon in the supportive energies. Remember this fear that you carry, like you want love, you want a fresh energy, you want something brand new, and you're showing me again, I want a brand new beginning in love, I just want a brand new beginning, and that's that. But then you're showing me, oh, by the way, I'm not doing anything about it. Maybe you are physically, energetically you're not, because this fear holds you down. Because this fear, this 10 of Swords is attached to the moon. Here's the moon, attached to the Hangman. Fear is holding you back. It's not allowing you to create new energies for love or in love. That's why it's not showing up as new. That's why it's not showing up as something else, something other than you've experienced in love, because it has an old energy attached to it. So it's still gonna appear as old. You know, the way you knew love, the same way it's gonna show up. Let's do the 10 of Cups and the hidden energies, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. Fear is kind of taking over. For now, fear is trying to sneak in, not letting you move towards new energies in love because you carry old energy of fear over it. And then, over happiness, there's an energy that's being created here that doesn't look pretty. And it's coming from this fear. And you're not seeing it, it's creeping in terms of you're gonna find yourself in your mind creating all sorts of thousands of scenarios about this love of yours that you got going on. And that's the fear. When you're gonna find yourself there, you're already in it. You go tackle it first. How about that? You go tackle it first. But I think it's already kind of settling in. For your hopes and fears in the King of Pentacles, you get the Judgment card, the Death card, the High Priestess. Are you changing careers here? What's going on? There's a change. There's a change. And it is surrounding your stable ground, whatever that is, your stability. It almost looks like what you had going on up until now. It's fine, it's working out. But instinctively, you're going someplace else. You're switching gears. You're being led someplace else. Huh. I don't know what this is. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel good. It's kind of neutral. What's important here is that you're following your intuition through this. You know? Let's do the 2 of Swords in the potential outcome. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the World card. You're having a little bit of a hard time. If there is a transition here in your stability, and because I feel like the direction in which you're going is not necessarily settled. It's almost like you're following a hunch, which is your intuition in this case. So it could be that someone's looking at you and is like, are you crazy, or giving up a life career, or who knows? Because again, it doesn't look bad what you're switching from. You're giving that up for a hunch, or, you know, like it would look crazy from the outside. But you're like, you know what? That's what I feel. And you're kind of sticking to it. However, there's a little bit of conflict while you do this, you know, and it could show up from the outside again as, what are you doing? You know, are you sure? Blah, blah, blah. Where some people may try to be supportive about it, but others, I don't know. And there's definitely a sense of influence in that, in terms of you're starting to probably question this hunch, which again, to me, it looks like intuition. It's not just a hunch, but it looks like you're having a little bit of a hard time about it, but it's not here to stay this period of time. I feel like it's kind of going by quite fast, where you're like a little bit, am I doing this right? Did I make the right decision? You know, questioning it a little bit, but again, I don't see this energy as being here to stay. Let's see what the universe has. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. There's a little bit of a stress factor around this sense of stability of yours. And again, it's shown up in the same way as you had something stable, something that was there, and I have no idea where you're going. It doesn't feel like it's something bad, or it's something, but it's, in contrast with this one, it doesn't carry that solid ground. Like it's up in the air. It's like you don't know if it's gonna get you that sense of stability or not. It's kind of like shooting for the stars here. But it is coming from a place of, you know, from you, from your deepest sense of you. It does make you question it, though. It does make you doubt it at times. And I feel like probably that's where you're at in terms of the chatter in your mind around it. And it could be an influence from the outside too, this whole situation that you got going on over this. I don't know. I feel like everything's going to be fine eventually, whichever way it goes. Trust yourself a little more, maybe. Let's see what the Oracle of the Fairies has for you to close it off. Moon energy. Moon energy. That fear. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Good. Because, you know, if you're questioning things, it's going to come from your mind. So you need that. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.